Hello, I'm Glenn Corbett from Teagasc. I'm here today with Kenneth Keavy, owner of Green Earth Organics in Currandulla, County Galway. We're in his packing shed, and I remember a time when Kenneth worked out of a small garage building out the back of his house, and now he's moved on to a very impressive building that we're in today. So Kenneth, tell us how long this packing shed has been here and what happens in this building.
Yeah, great. Thanks a million, Glenn. Yeah, so we're in this, we moved into this packing shed now in 2018, February 2018. And before that we were, as you say, we're up behind my house in a shed, in the garage behind our house basically. And there was still maybe 10 people working up there at that time, which considering the space we had was quite an achievement. You know, there's a lot of people packed into a small area. So I suppose the business has expanded quite a bit since 2018. And now what's happening here is, so we've been out in the field. You've seen a lot of the stuff in the polytons and things like that. So as I explained before, there's two aspects to the business. There's the production and then there's the repacking and distribution. So what happens in here is repacking and distribution. So all our customer orders come in through our website, so everything happens there. Then we fulfill those orders, and there's kind of a few different parts of different things going on in here. So what the guys are doing here behind me, they're pre-packing the items. So let's say we have potatoes and they come in 20 kilo bags, and we want to repackage those in 1 kilo bags. Or our kale that we've harvested in the field, and that needs to be packed into compostable bags. So all of that happens here, and then what the guys are doing over there is fulfilling the orders. So for all intensive purposes, it's like a supermarket aisle. They're going around picking the kale off, picking the tomatoes off, and putting them into a customer order. And then that goes out the door on a pallet up to Dublin or wherever, and then it's distributed by our vans all over the country.
That's great. Kenneth mentioned his website there. I'd really recommend you check out his website. It's very interesting and shows what's going on with his business. So what I want to ask Kenneth now is maybe about his markets and where does all his products end up.
Cool, Glenn, and it's good question. So like I said out there, back in 2010 when the last recession hit, we started supplying supermarkets, but and I think in about 2 years after that we stopped again. It wasn't a very positive experience from our perspective. So our market is the home delivery market. We deliver to people's homes all over the country. So we have a depot in Dublin, and we have our own vans delivering produce to people's doors all over Dublin. Obviously our core base is here in Galway and Mayo, so we do a lot of deliveries in Galway City and the hinterland. We also have a lot of deliveries around Mayo, especially around the towns of Westport and Castlebar. We have an agent who takes care of Clare and Limerick, so they do the distribution down there, and we also have another business in Kerry. So our boxes, our kale from the field that we're going to see or just seen there, could end up in a home anywhere in this country, and it'll be harvested fresh, and then it'll be packed in compostable bags because we don't use plastic, and then delivered to people's homes. And like that, you can get all that information on greenearthorganics.ie and see what we do, you know. So that's kind of our market. Our market is the home delivery market, and that's what we kind of work hard at doing, you know.
Yeah, very good, Kenneth. I just want to ask you about maybe the feedback you get from your customers, and how do you take in feedback? What methods do you use to look at that, and what type of feedback do you get on the work you do and on all your products?
Great question. So customer feedback is probably a key facet of how we run our business, because and we're very lucky in the sense because we're direct to the market. We get that feedback, which can be lucky and unlucky, because you hear the good stuff but you hear the bad stuff as well. Last year we ran a program called NPS, which was looking at the customer score. So they give us a score, you know, and basically that allowed us to make valuable decisions based on the business. So a lot of the feedback we get is overwhelmingly positive, because people want to support local food production, and we're trying to make it as convenient as possible to get the product from the field to the person's door. Now, we take quality here very, very seriously, and I can see Maciek, our quality manager, has actually graded out some of the cabbage that we know we've taken out of the field, and either the size wasn't the right size, so they may be tiny little cabbages, but they're still just been harvested from field 6 over there, and they're going to be sweet and lovely, and they'll get that as a freebie. So, you know, we're always keeping quality at the top, and you cannot succeed in this market if you don't have quality at the forefront of every decision, you know. So but the key thing we're hearing from people is sustainability, local, organic. These are the things that the reason people buy for us. The reason they come back is for quality and convenience, you know. So yeah, getting all those bits to match up and work together, well, that's the challenge, I suppose, you know, and that's what we do.